How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And yesterday we talked about the NES port of Home Alone, which was based on a film that is honestly, in some circles, considered an honest-to-God Christmas film classic. And so, we need to talk about the other movie in the series that people actually care about and claim, Home Alone 2. And Home Alone 2 took a lot of what happened in the first film and expanded upon it, made it bigger because it took place outside of the McAllister house and in several locations around New York. Well, because we live in the time that we lived in at that time. Obviously, a video game had to be made based on this movie as well. And this one, while that first game was, well, at least the NES version of the game was some sort of weird survival, not horror game. This one's like a weird platformer, knockoff Contra type deal. I don't even understand it. It's just weird. But here we are. And in a weird twist, Imagineering came along. Ain't nothing good come from Imagineering on the NES. Nothing good. But we got a Home Alone game from Imagineering. Today, like I said, we're going to take a look at the NES port of Home Alone 2 Lost in New York. Alright. This game is janky. It's worse than the first game. And that's saying a lot because the first game is not good at all. At all. You start out running from a hotel employee that's trying to yoke you up. First of all, there are a lot of people trying to just Homer Simpson this little boy. The little boy looks weird. There are housekeepers in rooms throwing things at the little boy. There is a boss fight involving a cook in the hotel kitchen that when you attack the dude, when you fight back against dude, he loses his shirt over time. There's murderous luggage and vacuum cleaners. Then you go outside. When you go outside, there's like dudes in trees with swinging knives at you and a dude popping out of bushes with a billy club trying to whack you with it. What was Imagineering thinking? Also, they used a bunch of sound effects from the Simpsons games because Imagineering is lazy. There's a point in the game where you collect the bell and you basically get Samus's screw attack from Metroid. You run around the city with a dart gun or a stun gun. Your most effective attack is a running slide. You get a running start and you press down and you slide on your knees and that takes out a bunch of enemies. Just also, the final level, the final boss fight involves the Pigeon Lady. Pigeon Lady ain't nowhere else in this game. Ain't no mention of the Pigeon Lady. The Pigeon Lady is at the top of this tree that looks like it's possessed. And she helps you fight the Wet Bandits. The Wet Bandits sprites look crazy. nothing about they look like rejects from Toe Jam and Earl. They don't look like people, bruh. I don't understand what's going on with this game. I am so glad that we ain't got to deal with Imagineering no more. Nothing about this game is good. And anybody who played it, I am so sorry. If you got this game thinking that you were going to just enjoy the rollicking adventures of Kevin McAllister in the streets of New York, I'm sorry. Because that ain't what happened here. You got a piece of crap from Glen Rock, New York. Now, if you decide you need a copy of this piece of crap from Glen Rock, New York, that was published by THQ, $5 to $10 will get you a loose cart. I'm not even going to speak on how much complete copies cost for this. $5 to $10 for a loose cart. That's all you need to pay for an NES copy of this game. Truthfully, you shouldn't pay anything for it because it's an awful video game. But that ain't my business and it ain't my money. Go with God, baby. Just like that train. But this has been the 8-Bit Animal. And I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. No, despite the title of the game, it's not about Triple H, you heathen.